Welcome to English Easy Hub. Join us as we ignite the flames of your English learning journey together.
Please subscribe to watch and embark on your English learning journey. Don't miss out on the exciting content. In this dialogue, Alan seeks advice from his teacher on how to effectively improve his English skills. The teacher provides a range of practical tips and strategies tailored to Alan's specific questions and concerns. The conversation covers various aspects of language learning, including listening, speaking, reading, writing, vocabulary building, pronunciation, and maintaining motivation. This dialogue is valuable for English learners as it offers detailed, actionable advice for overcoming common challenges in learning English.
Hello, teacher. Can I ask you a question, please? I know you're busy, but I need your help.
Good afternoon, Alan. Yeah, I'm preparing my next class, but tell me what happened.
Thank you. Can you give me some tips to learn English, please? I really want to improve my English. There must be something I can do to improve.
Tips to learn English? Sure, Alan. The first thing is to enjoy the process. We learn more when we're having fun. Find ways to make learning enjoyable for yourself. What do you enjoy doing in English?
I like watching movies and listening to music. Is that helpful?
Absolutely. Watching movies and listening to music are great ways to improve your English. Pay attention to how native speakers pronounce words and phrases. Try to mimic their intonation and rhythm. Have you tried using subtitles when you watch movies?
Yes, I usually use English subtitles. Is that the right approach?
Yes, using English subtitles is a good approach. It helps you connect spoken and written language. Eventually, try watching without subtitles to challenge yourself. Also, keep a notebook to jot down new words and phrases you hear. Do you have any specific areas you struggle with?
I find it hard to remember new vocabulary. Do you have any tips for that?
For vocabulary, repetition is key. Use new words and sentences to help remember them. Flashcards can be useful too. There are apps like Anki or Quizlet that make this easier. Additionally, try to use new words in conversations as soon as possible. How often do you practice speaking English?
Not as often as I'd like. I don't have many people to practice with.
It's important to practice speaking regularly. Try to find a language exchange partner. There are many online platforms where you can connect with native speakers. You could also join English speaking clubs or groups in your area. Have you ever tried talking to yourself in English?
No, I haven't. Does that really help?
Yes, it does. Talking to yourself in English can improve your fluency and confidence. Describe what you're doing, narrate your day, or summarize a book or movie you've enjoyed. It might feel strange at first, but it really helps. How do you usually practice listening skills?
I listen to English podcasts and watch videos. Sometimes it's hard to understand everything.
That's normal. Start with content designed for English learners and gradually move to more complex material. Try to listen for the gist first, then focus on details. Rewind and listen again if needed. Have you tried shadowing?
Shadowing? What's that?
Shadowing is when you listen to a sentence or phrase and then immediately repeat it, trying to match the speaker's intonation and speed. It's a great way to improve your listening and speaking skills simultaneously. You can do this with podcasts, audiobooks, or videos. How do you feel about your writing skills?
I think my writing could be better. Any advice on that?
Writing regularly is crucial. Start a journal and write about your day, your thoughts, or any topic that interests you. Also, try to write essays or stories and get feedback from teachers or native speakers. Websites like Lang, 8, or Italki can be helpful for getting corrections. Do you read a lot in English?
I read articles online, but not many books. Should I read more?
Reading books can significantly improve your vocabulary and comprehension. Start with graded readers or books written for English learners, then gradually move to more challenging material. Also, try to read a variety of genres to expose yourself to different styles and vocabulary. How do you usually handle mistakes when speaking or writing?
I get a bit embarrassed and try to avoid making mistakes.
It's important to see mistakes as learning opportunities. Don't be afraid to make them. Each mistake is a chance to improve. Ask for corrections and learn from them. Practicing with patience and persistence is key. Remember, progress takes time. Do you have any questions about setting specific goals for your English learning?
Yes, how should I set realistic goals?
Start with small, achievable goals. For example, learn 5 new words a day, or have a 10-minute conversation in English each day. Gradually increase the difficulty as you improve. Keep track of your progress and celebrate your achievements. Having clear, attainable goals will keep you motivated. Do you have a study schedule?
Not really. I study whenever I have time.
Having a regular study schedule can be very beneficial. Even short, consistent study sessions are better than infrequent, long ones. Set aside specific times each day for different skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. This will help you build a habit and make steady progress. What motivates you to learn English?
I want to travel and work abroad. English is essential for that.
That's a great motivation. Keep that goal in mind whenever you feel discouraged. Visualize yourself using English confidently in different situations. Your motivation will help you stay committed. Remember, learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep pushing forward, and you'll reach your goals.
How can I improve my pronunciation? Sometimes people find it hard to understand me.
Improving pronunciation requires listening and practice. Record yourself speaking and compare it with native speakers. Focus on difficult sounds and practice them repeatedly. Tongue twisters can be fun and useful. Also, don't be afraid to exaggerate sounds at first to train your mouth. Have you tried any pronunciation apps?
No, I haven't. Do you recommend any?
Yes, there are several good ones. Apps like Elsa Speak, Pronunciation Power, and Forvo can be very helpful. They provide practice exercises and instant feedback. Consistent practice with these tools can make a big difference. How do you feel about your grammar skills?
I think my grammar needs work. I often get confused with tenses and prepositions.
Grammar can be tricky, but don't let it intimidate you. Focus on understanding the rules one at a time. Use grammar books and online resources like Grammarly or the Purdue OWL. Practice by writing sentences and checking for errors. Have you tried doing grammar exercises regularly?
I do sometimes, but not regularly.
Regular practice is key. Set aside some time each day to focus on grammar exercises. Try to write and speak using the new grammar rules you learn. Over time, it will become more natural. How do you manage your learning progress?
I just try to study whenever I can. Should I track my progress somehow?
Yes, tracking your progress can be very motivating. Keep a learning journal where you note down what you've studied and any new words or grammar points you've learned. Reflect on your progress weekly. Celebrate small victories. It helps to see how far you've come. Do you participate in any English speaking events or groups?
Not really. I'm a bit shy about speaking in front of others.
It's understandable, but participating in such events can boost your confidence and fluency. Start with smaller, less intimidating groups or online meetups. Practice makes perfect. The more you expose yourself to speaking situations, the more comfortable you'll become. Have you ever considered taking formal English classes?
I've thought about it, but I'm not sure if it's worth the investment.
Formal classes can provide structure, professional guidance, and interaction with other learners. If you can afford it, consider joining a course that fits your level and goals. Many institutions offer online classes if attending in person is not feasible. How do you stay motivated when progress seems slow?
It's tough. Sometimes I feel like giving up.
It's normal to feel that way. Remember why you started learning English and focus on your long-term goals. Break down your learning into smaller, manageable tasks and reward yourself for completing them. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage your efforts. Have you tried setting up a reward system for yourself?
No, I haven't. How does that work?
Set specific goals and reward yourself when you achieve them. For example, after finishing a certain number of practice hours or completing a difficult exercise, treat yourself to something you enjoy. This can keep you motivated and make the learning process more enjoyable. What do you do when you feel overwhelmed by learning English?
I usually take a break, but then I feel guilty for not studying.
Breaks are important to avoid burnout. Don't feel guilty. Use breaks to refresh your mind. Do something relaxing or unrelated to language learning. When you come back, you'll be more focused. Remember, quality of study time is more important than quantity. How do you incorporate English into your daily life?
I try to think in English and use it whenever I can, but it's not always easy.
Thinking in English is a great habit. Try to describe your surroundings, plan your day, or even dream in English. Change the language settings on your devices to English. Engage with English content on social media, read news articles, or watch YouTube videos. Immersing yourself in the language helps a lot. Do you practice English with native speakers?
Not often. I don't have many opportunities.
Interacting with native speakers can significantly improve your language skills. Look for language exchange partners online. Websites like Tandem, HelloTalk, or Speaky connect learners with native speakers. Practicing with them can boost your confidence and fluency. Have you tried using English at work or in other practical situations?
Not really. My job doesn't require English, but I want to be prepared for future opportunities.
That's a great mindset. Try to find ways to incorporate English into your current job. Maybe you can volunteer for tasks that involve English or suggest using English for certain projects. Practical use of the language helps reinforce what you learn. Are there any specific topics you want to focus on in your studies?
I'd like to improve my business English and technical vocabulary.
Focusing on business English and technical vocabulary is very useful for your career. Look for courses or resources specifically designed for business English. Read industry-specific articles and books in English. Practice writing business emails, reports, and presentations. Do you have any upcoming opportunities to use English professionally?
Not immediately, but I'm hoping to apply for international positions in the future.
That's a great goal. Preparing now will give you a strong foundation for those opportunities. Keep practicing and improving your skills. When the time comes, you'll be ready. Remember, consistency is key. Keep learning, and you'll see progress. If you have more questions or need further guidance, feel free to ask anytime.
Thank you so much for all these tips, teacher. I feel more confident and ready to improve my English now.
You're welcome, Alan. I'm sure you'll make great progress. Just keep practicing, stay motivated, and enjoy the learning process. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask anytime. Good luck.
This dialogue concludes with Alan feeling more confident and prepared to improve his English. The teacher emphasizes the importance of consistent practice, setting achievable goals, and integrating English into daily life. Key takeaways include using enjoyable methods for learning, practicing with native speakers, making use of modern language learning apps, and not being afraid to make mistakes. This conversation highlights the significance of a positive mindset, persistence, and seeking opportunities to use English in practical situations. Overall, the dialogue serves as a comprehensive guide for English learners looking to enhance their language skills and achieve their learning goals.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share to keep the English learning journey alive.